Bifocals, the lightning rod, libraries, the Constitution. Through his innovations, Benjamin Franklin made advancements in many different fields, but his true brilliance was displayed in a letter he wrote on June 25, 1745, aptly titled Advice to a Young Man on Choosing a Mistress. In what I would describe as his magnum opus, he outlines in great detail his thought process on picking a side ting, as the Toronto mans would say, and why you should want an older mistress. He gives us 8 well-developed reasons, the first being that older women are smarter than younger women. Quote, because they have more knowledge of the world and their minds are better sorted with observations, their conversation is more improving and lastingly agreeable. Basically, if your side chick is too young for you, she probably won't have enough knowledge about the world to maintain a stimulating conversation. Whereas if you go with a woman of a more mature age, she will have the experience to talk about the political and economic state of the world. The next reason he gives us is because when women cease to be handsome, they study to be good. To maintain their influence over men, they supply the diminution of beauty by an augmentation of utility. What he means by this is that when women grow older and less attractive, they have to compensate, so they increase their utility value by learning how to better service you. An older woman will take care of you when you're sick the way a young woman could never. The third reason Franklin writes is perhaps the most practical. Because there is no hazard of children, which irregularly produced may be attended with much inconvenience. With an older woman, there is far less chance of having a baby. While this might be a product of his time due to the lack of contraceptive options, and having an accidental baby might be avoidable today, with a younger woman there's still a chance of being baby trapped and getting financially crippled for 18 years. Just ask half the NBA. With an older mistress, the chances of a nightmare scenario like this go down dramatically. The next reason he gives us is that older women know how to keep a secret. Quote, because through more experience they are more prudent and discreet in conducting an intrigue to prevent suspicion. The commerce with them therefore is safer with regards to your reputation. Franklin clearly has read the 48 Laws of Power, as Law 5 states, so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. A younger woman may be more inclined to expose your affair and cause judgment from the public. The next reason is so hilarious that I'm just gonna read it out verbatim so you can take it in for all of its glory. Because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the arms, the lower parts continuing to the last as plump as ever, so that covering all above with a basket and regarding only what is below the girdle, it is impossible of 2 women to know an old from a young one. And as in the dark all cats are gray, the pleasure of corporal enjoyment with an old woman is at least equal and frequently superior. Franklin is actually on demon time. Basically, the cat ages like wine. The 6th reason Franklin provides is simply because the sin is less. If you have an affair with a younger woman, you could potentially ruin her marriage prospects and her reputation. He follows this up by saying that you should take an older mistress because there is less guilt. The having made a younger girl miserable may give you frequent bitter reflection, none of which can attend the making an old woman happy. And finally, the 8th reason Franklin gives us is rather blunt. They are so grateful. So there you have it, Benjamin Franklin's guide to choosing a side chick. Whenever you choose yours, hopefully this guide will be of assistance. If you found this interesting or funny, please subscribe. I'm posting every day for the rest of the year.